Namaste everyone. Let us start our vivekachudamani class with a short prayer. After that, we will chant first 5 verses of vivekachudamani, and then we will see the introduction and explain each and every verse of first 5 verses, and then we will end the class with a closing prayer. ॐ शुक्लां वरदरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणीं विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। जन्तूनां नरजन्मदुर्लभमतः पुंस्त्वं ततो विप्रता तस्माद्वैदिकधर्ममार्गपरता विद्वत्त्वमस्मात् परम्। आत्मानात्मविवेचनं स्वनुभवो ब्रह्मात्मना संस्थितिः मुक्तिर्नो शतजन्मकोटिसुकृतैः पुण्यैर्विना लभ्यते। दुर्लभं त्रयमेवैतत् देवानुग्ररहेतुकं मनुष्यत्वं मुमुक्षुत्वं महापुरुषसंश्रयः। लब्ध्वा कदाचन नरजन्मदुर्लभं तत्रापि पुंस्त्वं श्रुतिपारदर्शनं यस्त्वात्ममुक्तैर्नयते तमूढधीः सह्यात्महा स्वं विनिहन्त्य सन्द्रहात्। इतः कोऽन्वस्ति मूढात्मा यस्तु स्वार्थैः प्रमोद्यति दुर्लभं मानुषं देहं प्राप्य तत्रापि पौरुषम्। These are the first 5 verses of Vivekachudamani. Now we will start with the introduction of Vivekachudamani. The text Vivekachudamani is attributed to Adi Shankaracharya, and this text is a masterpiece of Advaita Vedanta. The title Vivekachudamani, Viveka means discrimination, Chuda means a crest, Mani means a jewel. So the title Vivekachudamani is the crest jewel of discrimination. And this entire text is having only poetry format. It don't have a prose in it. Now we will see the verse by verse, and then we will explain you. Already we have chanted these verses. Now I'll just read the verses. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. So here Adi Shankaracharya is referring Govinda as his guru. His guru's name is Govindapada. At the same time, he is also referring to the Lord Govinda. So he is doing his prayers to, his namaskaras to both his guru as well as the Lord Govinda. He is saying, I bow to Govinda, whose nature is bliss supreme, who is the Sadguru. Sadguru means Guru's Guru, the Mahaguru, who can be known only from the import of all Vedanta, and the one who is beyond the reach of the speech and the mind. So like this he is doing the prayers. Now we'll see the next verse. जन्तूनां नरजन्म दुर्लभमतः पुंस्त्वं ततो विप्रता तस्मात् वैदिकधर्ममार्गपरता विद्वत्त्वमस्मात् परम् आत्मानात्मविवेचनं स्वनुभवो ब्रह्मात्मना संस्थितिः मुक्तिर्नो शतजन्मकोटिसुकृतैः पुण्यैर्विना लभ्यते. Here Shankaracharya is saying, among all living beings, it's very difficult to obtain a human life. It's not that easy to get a human life as you think. It's very, very difficult to obtain because only human has the faculty of choice. Faculty of choice is of twofold. One is the knowing the option, another one is choosing the option. This faculty of choice only human being has. The other living beings like animals or creatures, they don't have this faculty of choice. So he is saying we should have done a lot of punya in our previous hundreds of janmas to get this rare human body, that too with masculinity. When he says masculinity, he's not talking about the gender male or female masculinity. He's talking about the quality of mindset, the mindset of masculinity, that is mindset of a Brahman. A human mind is most sattvic when compared to the rajas and tamas. I'll give you a brief idea about this. Here sattvic, rajasic and tamasic, these are trigunas. Any person, any human being falls under three categories. These are called as a trigunas. One is sattvic, another one is rajasic, another one is tamasic. Sattvic is like the person who is calm, soft and easygoing, and who does what is expected to do, and who doesn't intrude to any others, and who doesn't give any problem to others. He is a sattvic person. And a rajasic person is like the person who is having desire of external objects and who has anxiety, enthusiasm, these kind of things will be there for a rajasic person. And tamasic person is like who is very lazy and who is having depression, hatred, this kind of things will be there for a tamasic person. I have given this example only to give you a brief idea for you. If you want to know more, you can explore it offline and you can know. Now let's continue. The qualities of masculinity includes being sattvic, being committed, being compassionate, being strengthened, being a scholar in Vedas, and not getting distracted by any others, and discriminative capacity of self and non-self, and not being attached to the any external objects, and the person who is non-reactive, and being understood and living in a Vedic lifestyle, and who is going in a dharmic path, and who is having only the goal of attaining moksha and not having any other goal. This kind of liberation, all these qualities, this kind of liberation is not that easy to get. He is saying we should have done a lot of punya in our previous janmas. Hundreds of previous janmas, we should have a lot of punya to born as a human being and to get this masculine qualities. So he is saying not to misuse it and not to waste your life, human life, very rare life. So let's utilize it properly and be righteous. That's what he meant. Let's move to the next verse. Here I have given meaning of each and every word. The thing whatever I have explained you now, the same thing is there for each and every word. I'll share you this PDF at the end of session in the YouTube video. You can go through that. दुर्लभं त्रयमेवैतत् देवानुग्ररहेतुकं मनुष्यत्वं मुमुक्षुत्वं महापुरुषसंश्रयः. Here what Shankaracharya is saying, it's very rare to get three things. One is a human birth, another one is longing for liberation. When I say liberation, it's like one who desires to be free from the bondage of samsara. Bondage of samsara means it's like having sukha dukkha and life and death, having attachment, emotions, being reactive, and love, hatred, and these kind of things. All this comes under samsara. So one who desires to be free from all this bondage of samsara, this quality, and being a human, taking birth as a human, this quality, and remaining under the eminent sage, that is guru. When I say guru, guru is like the person who is well learned person of Vedic scriptures and who understood moksha and who has only one goal of attaining moksha, not other than any other than that. So he is saying it's very rare to get three things. One is human birth and who desires to be free from samsara and who remains under a eminent guru. All these are possible only by the grace of Ishvara. Apart from Ishvara's grace, you can't get all these things. It's very rare to get all these three things. That's what he meant. Now we'll go to the next verse. लब्ध्वा कदञ्चिन् नरजन्म दुर्लभं तत्रापि पुंस्त्वं श्रुतिपारदर्शनं यस्त्वात्वं मुक्तै नयतेत मूढधीः सह्यात्माः स्वं विनिहन्त्यसन्द्रहात्. Here Shankaracharya is saying, having gained a human life and having gained all the masculine qualities which goes best in any person, and having mastered in Vedic scriptures, if a person still, if he is not ready for moksha, which is self-liberation, it's like a committing suicide only. So what he is saying here, so as I told earlier, it's very rare to get a human life, and that too masculine qualities. He's mentioning same here, having gained a human life, having all the masculine qualities which goes best in any person, and having mastered in Vedic scriptures. Having all these qualities which are very rare, still if the person is not ready to get out of bondage of samsara, who is not having any desire to achieve moksha, that person is like committing suicide himself. There is no other word he can explain, so that's what he meant here. We'll see the next verse. इतः कोऽन्वस्ति मूढात्मा यस्तु स्वार्थै प्रमाद्यति दुर्लभं मानुषं देहं प्राप्य तत्रापि पौरुषम्. Here you can see one thing. For each and every verse there will be a continuation. So you can see the proper linkage between each and every verse. You can see the same thing is repeated. Little only slight modification will be there in the next upcoming verses. So there will be a proper linkage for in each and every verse. Now here he is saying what a great fool he is. The person who is having a rare human body and who is having masculine qualities and still neglects to achieve the real end of the life, that is not going for moksha. What he is saying, as we told earlier, it's very rare to get a human birth and very rare to get masculine qualities. Having all these, having a human body and having all the masculine qualities that goes best in any person, still the person who is neglecting to achieve the real end of the life, that is moksha, he is none other than a foolish person. There is no other word he can say. He is saying he is none other than what a great fool he is. That's what he meant here. These are the first 5 verses in Vivekachudamani. So in the next class, we will see the 6th to 10th verse. Next 5 verses we will see. Now we will end this class with a closing prayer. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Okay, thank you all. We will meet you in the next class.